Are you able to hear me, everyone? Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. So, I welcome you all on
Yes.
behalf of GISA Council for this session on Agentic AI and its use in cybersecurity. Although I have named it Agentic AI, but I will also cover what is AI, what is generative AI, and along with that, I will focus my attention on agentic AI after that because that is a very hot topic these days. So let me bring the slides for you that I have prepared it for this session. So this session is on agentic AI and cybersecurity. My name is Ajit Pal Singh Wadhawan. This is the agenda for today's session. You will be getting a 1 hour CPs once the session gets complete, but you have to stay in this session for complete 1 hour. There will be a form provided to you, the link, form-wise link provided to you in the end. You fill it up, and the team you will be getting a 1 hour CPs for it. So what we will be covering in this session: introduction of mine, then what is generative AI and functioning, what is large language model and application, what is agentic AI, application of agentic AI in cybersecurity, then risk of agentic AI and mitigation techniques. These are the topics we'll cover in this session. So my name is Ajit Pal Singh Budahavan. I have 20 plus years of experience, corporate experience in cybersecurity only. I have worked extensively in SOC, worked into leadership role, IS audits, worked into almost different fields of cybersecurity, multiple fields of cybersecurity, operations, firewall management, network securities, leadership roles, compliances, privacy, cloud security, and many other fields. I have 20 plus years of experience in professional training also. I have conducted 500 plus training sessions on CISA, CISM, CISSP, CCSP, C-Risk, SSCP, and Security Plus. I am IC2 authorized trainer for CISSP and CCSP, conducted around 200 plus batches on CISSP and CCSP. I have been teaching CISSP since 2017 when I first passed my CISSP, when I passed my CISSP in 2017 February, and teaching CCSP since 21. And I'm also an authorized trainer for CISA, CISM, and CRISC. I have certified in multiple fields, multiple certifications: CISA, CISM, CISSP, CRISC, ISO 27001, 22301. In total, I hold around 23 certifications that is helping me in my training and my corporate helped me in my corporate career, and now it is helping great in my training career. So let's start the session. I once again welcome you all on behalf of GISA Council for this session. Thanks for trusting us. So let's start with the introduction. What is AI? AI is science devoted to making machines think and act like a human. Like, for example, assistant reading and understanding an emails and act like a human, like your human brain, I would say. What is machine learning? Machine learning is enable computers to form tasks without explicit programming. Earlier days, we need to write programs. We have to give explicit instructions to do the things. But machine learning work exactly like a brain, like we learn the things and we can perform things on the basis of learning. So same is the case with machine learning. They can learn and improve over the time. Like you can identify the important emails based on the user experience, and we can learn on the basis of experience. Like I have been in cybersecurity, and since last 20 years, I've learned over the period of time. Then what is deep learning? Deep learning, a subset of machine learning based on artificial neural networks, which use neural networks to understand complex data, learns deeply like a brain. So deep learning is because our brain is very much similar to artificial neural network. So it is a part of machine learning, a complex learning, which can learn deep, which can use artificial neural network to learn or understand the complex data. Like learns deeply like a brain, like you work where you work to find complex and phishing emails by analyzing the email patterns. Then we have a generative AI. Generative AI is a artificial intelligence that uses existing data patterns to create new original content like text, images, music, and code. Recently, we have all seen the Ghibli trend. What was that? That was generative AI. You have to post your own pictures there, and then it will take that input based on its learning techniques that it has learned, based on the knowledge it has gathered over the period of time. It could use it use that thing to create your images. So we are not only using it for creating images. You can create text, you can create music. These days, we all see that everyone is becoming a singer. Its AI has a very big role to play in it, like a lot of singers, which has been died. So you can train the AI to learn on their language, and they can generate a song on it. I give you a very simple example of it. There is a tool called 800. There is a tool called 11 Labs. You can input your voice, you can record 10 or 15 minutes of your voice, and it can generate the videos in your language. So yes, you please mute yourself. So generative language, it can generate, use the, you have to train them on the large number of data, and they can use that thing to create new text, images, music, but you have to give inputs to them. Like today only, because whenever I use ChatGPT, I can get that content generated for my training and all. But if I have to continuously give a prompt, and I have to tell them about that what I want some text in a PPT form. I want the text in a slides note form. I have to tell them. But so in 2021, I suppose, we were bombed with a bombshell, bombed with a bomb like generative AI, which has really changed the way our life works. We were not able to cope up with that. Then last year, Agentic AI was bombed on us. It is like it's an artificial intelligence that can, where you don't even have to give a prompt. It can do things on its own. Like if you want to book a hotel room or flight from Delhi to Mumbai, you simply tell them, and it can book on its. It will itself find the cheapest flights, first flights, cheapest flights, find out how to book it, and do things on its own. So here you don't have to give prompt, you don't have to give a lot of uh, inputs. It will do things on its own. Although it is not in an initial stages, but still a long way to go. Then this is just an introduction. So let's look at what is generative AI. Generative AI is a type of AI that can create new content using machine learning algorithms. But because I'm speaking right now, I have been trained on this. I'm able to speak on cybersecurity because I've been trained on cybersecurity since last 21 years. I'm able to, my words are coming out of mouth. It is generated because I've been trained on that. So similarly, it's not like that simply you can ask AI and it can give you any answer. It has been trained on a large amount of a data, and they have used data sets of examples to learn data and structures within the data, and it is on the basis of that training on which it is on the basis of training that they are trained upon, they are able to generate the content. They can generate a lot of things. They can generate text, images, like Ghibli one I've given you example. In ChatGPT, earlier means I have purchased a subscription for icons, Flaticon. I'm paying 7,000 rupees per year. But nowadays I realize that I'm paying unnecessary for it because you can go to ChatGPT. I'm using a paid version of it. I can go to ChatGPT. I can easily generate any icon freely without paying any money. Yes, subscription money that I'm paying it, but I don't need to pay separately for the icon. So it can generate images. Recently, I have seen what is his name? That person who died, the Sikh singer. He's very famous. Forget the name of that guy. So the songs has been generated in his voice. So You can generate video, audio, music, videos. A lot of memes you can see on politicians and on actors and all that has been generated using AI, and it is reaching next level. So although it is, you have to train them, but it can absorb pattern and use and learn from that pattern and uses them to create the new content. So it can create the application of generative AI includes art and design, healthcare, entertainment, marketing, and education. Means you can give it to you can give a document to generative AI. There is a 1,000-page book. You can ask it to summarize it, and it can summarize within less than 1 minute. Earlier days, you have to read the book, understand it, and summarize it on its own. Now you don't have to go for it. You don't have to read the book. Just input that book in a generative AI and chat GPT. Although still a long way because what we say is really exaggerating because I tried getting book summarized. I didn't get a very good answer, but yes, there are very good tools which can do it for you. But yes, generative AI application, it can help you in writing emails. These days, you see, I was reading one LinkedIn article. There was this fresher who was writing a very good email. The boss gets surprised. Oh, how come she's writing such good emails, a professional email? So she was using ChatGPT. So people are using, I see nothing wrong in it. But yes, start using your own creativity because it can kill our creativity also. I'm not saying it's a negative, but it's a because earlier days we have to read, but these days we are getting very, very lazy because of ChatGPT. It can help you in creating images, unique images for specific things. You just have to specify. Like if I go to Flaticon for looking for icon, Google, very difficult. But here you just, I'm using Adobe Firefly. You have to give an input that what kind of images you want to generate. And you can see on LinkedIn the kind of images it can generate. It can summarize the articles. It can summarize long blog posts into concise bullet points, but I have little apprehensions about it because I've tried multiple times because a lot of things have been exaggerated about it. Still, industry is figuring out how to use it. Still, you have to apply a brain. You can't say that a lot of times people say, yeah, AI will replace everything. Okay, it can write a code for you. No, it is kind of an exaggeration. It can generate recipes for you, and it can even write code, but still a long, long way to go. I'm reading one book, Artificial Intelligence for Dummies, and that it was clearly mentioned, although it was 2 years old book, it is clearly mentioned. A lot of things are being exaggerated, but yes, it is in initial stages, but over the period of time, it will keep on improving. And I have seen a lot of improvement in Chat GPT and other AI tools since last 1 year when I started using it. Trust me, it is improving a lot over the period of time. Then how Gen AI works. Gen AI uses two things. One is generator. Generator act as a creator. Okay, good man, which generates a content. It uses generative adversarial network to create content. Generator is what? It create new data samples to mimic the actual and discriminator. It acts like a devil's advocate. Whatever generates create, it try to scrutinize it, it try to check it, verify it, and validate it. And then a constant battle goes on between the two, and ultimately the end result when they both give consent on a data that will be finally produced to you. Although when I'm saying you feel like, oh, lot my time take, no, it is being done very, very quickly. So over the time, both networks improve while the generator create more realistic data and discriminator detecting fake data. So both networks, generator and discriminator, they are trained in their competitive process, with the generator attempting to fool the discriminator and discriminator identified no fake data. So you see here, you have GANWorks. So it takes the real world images. It has been trained on it. Generator takes that, generates it, and discriminator discriminate between real and fake. So how Gen AI works? Gen AI, you have to give prompts. So Gen AI has to be trained on large amount of a data. What you seeing is not a 1 day effort. It has been trained on large amount of a data. But don't think that these companies have attained your data in a very legitimate manner. Google, Facebook, lot of companies, they're generating a large amount of a data from you. You just go to Apple Store and see. And it is that data of yours which has been circulating among this company for getting trained on. So you have to be, so AI is being trained on just like ChatGPT has been trained on a lot of data. Similarly, these days, we have Grok coming is very, very common and getting popular in India. Then that was DeepSec, which was Chinese, the cheaper version of it. Although it has created a lot of rounds and it gained a lot of popularity, but now I don't miss it. That initial bubble has settled down. So, because I don't believe in Chinese product, my personal thing. But again, so it has been trained on a data, large amount of a data. You give the prompt, it will analyze the prompt, and it will collect the data, analyze it will take your prompt, collect the data, analyze it, and the new content is being created for you. That is how Gen AI works. So, what are the different popular use cases of Gen AI? It can be used to create text, images, code, videos, and even it can write a script for you. But again, yes, in this one, you have to give prompt. You can give prompt for text. You can create images generated, and I'm using it a lot. We all are using it, the kind of good images of on LinkedIn, and it is like we it has really become very, very creative. Earlier days, if you go to any icon store, there were people which used to generate images by combining many images together. But these days, that era has gone. Even you don't need to purchase a subscription for icons. You just go to AI. But yes, you have to have a paid subscription because it will not let you generate a lot of images. Like if you lot of if you go for ChatGPT 4, try asking 5 or 6 questions and try asking 5 or 6 questions. It will answer it. Then after that, it will ask you for the subscription. So everything has a cost associated with it. Nothing is free. If you try using a free version, they the same. If you throw the piece, you will only get monkeys. So if you want to get that done, work done, nothing comes free in the life. Even there are tools available, as I told you, for generating voice and everything. It has costs associated with it. So nothing comes easy. If the people say, "Oh, AI will do the things for you," aha, it's not easy. Moreover, when we talk about, sometimes people say, "Fine, AI will take away your jobs." A lot of things, AI will take away your jobs. Recently, I I came across an article in which the chap Sam Altman has raises a concern about the energy that it is being generated and processing power it takes. So we are all talking about the automation and all, correct? But we are not talking about the energy which is being generated in the background, the kind of impact it has on the environment. Just like when we see EV, oh, feasible. So same is the case here. We're all talking about the things AI is doing it for it. I've been thinking about this for long. But and recently the Sam Altman says that the kind of when you say thank you, when you say hi, it is taking hell lot of energy. So they have to, the companies have to think that the energy which AI is using, is it is it proportional to the kind of people you want to throw out of a job because of AI? Still, we have a long way to go. Correct? Trust me. Don't be too afraid. Embrace AI. I'm also started using it. Embrace AI. AI is an evil which we can't ignore these days. So don't be afraid and start learning the things because that is the best way out. Sometimes what happens, we get afraid and because we are not able to find out how to study the things. Like I started learning AI. I find it difficult because I pick up some 2 books, I try to read it, but formal learning didn't start because I'm not an expert in machine learning and all that. So what I did, I started learning in an informal manner, like pick up random articles from Medium, start listening to videos from Udemy. But one thing I made it very sure that I would be consistent in my approach. Like I will give 1 hour every day to AI. Be it any random article, be it random book, anything, but I will give 1 hour. So over the period of time, that informal education started getting formal. And that's the reason start learning it. You can't ignore it. And it will not impact cybersecurity. It will impact the way the cybersecurity works. Jobs will be there. If even the jobs will be there, more new kinds of jobs will be generated. Earlier days, when computer comes, did we think about that the kind of job we are doing? Like I remember in 2000, like when computers started coming in, people were saying a lot about it. Hey, they will take away our jobs and all that. But the kind of job computers created, we are all earning good money because of computer. So did we think? So any new technology need people. So, but yes, gone is the time when you can survive without technical. Now is the time you have to learn technical things. Okay, so you can prompt, you can generate text, you can generate images, you can generate videos, good amount of videos, code, and you can give any other task. Up to you, whatever you want to use. I'm extensively using AI in my training. It has really helping me in the training. Earlier days, I used to think about example, have to create an example, but nowadays I can easily create. If something comes into my mind, I wanted to show it to my students, I can simply open chat and then I can find out an example or example of it. And it has really improved over the period of time. So it's up to you how you can use it. I am using it for my content development. I'm using it for summarization. So it is helping me a lot. Look, you should not be afraid of AI. You should be afraid of a people who are using AI and never be afraid of any technology. Embrace the technology. Start learning the thing. That is the way going forward. Because gone are the days when you can survive in the world without learning the technology. If I look at 10 years ago, not 10, 15 years ago, 2009, 10, people used to do certifications like CISA, CISA, and CISSP in order to get a respite from technical jobs. And that was pretty successful career because you could easily go into management, security management job. But these days, these certifications are still required, but you will not get any respite from technical things. You still have to learn technical things because these days, without technical, you cannot survive. Now, you have to think about it how you want to go for it. Like if we talk about 10, 12 years ago, MBA from Harvard and anywhere, MBA from Harvard and all was a sure shot package, was a sure shot gateway to a good career. But these days, the technical people are in more demand than the MBAs. So going forward, you can't survive without technical and even pick up non-technical fields also like CA. It is considered as a non-technical field, but they are doing CISA because and even non-technical field like audits, IS audits also ISO 27000 these days most of the most of the processing is done through applications. If you don't understand how the applications work, how can you perform an audit? Even if you are a IS auditor, or even you're talking about a simple financial auditors, because we are using applications to process the job, to process your financial data. So if you don't understand the technology, then how can you do it? So you can't survive without the technology, and AI is the thing which you have to go for. So large language model, what it is? They are a type of artificial intelligence that are trained on massive amount of text data. They are capable of generating human quality text, translating languages, writing different kinds of creative content, and answering your concerns in an informative way. Even I was not aware of it that I am creating videos for my CompShare Security Plus and all. I was given the option that Ajit, do you want to record on your own, or you can get it recorded? You just give the sample audio, and then you can get it recording on the AI. Up to you. But that make me think about one thing. That look, I can if this system can generate my voice on Standard Chartered my bank, my voice is being used as an authentication factor, or wherever voice recognition system is there. So someone can easily train my voice to create the passcode. But then I read fire fights fire. Like on today's means in like a lot of universities, uh, they do have a plagiarism tool to check for AI related assignments, whether you have used the AI in the assignments or not. So similarly, yes, there are tools available which can see whether it's a natural voice or it could be a voice. So, yes, LLMs, it can understand the context of conversation for relevant responses, versatility of diverse tasks. Like, for example, I'm learning, I am using books or I'm using Chat GPT as a way to learn AI. Lot many times, suppose I have asked, please explain me about LLM. It said, fine. It explained me about LLM. Then I asked something and I asked example and all that. Then I asked, okay, tell me about agentic AI. Then it talks about agentic AI. Then it automatically asks you, hey, do you want to put it into your PPT format and also? Because earlier I have followed the same model. So it can understand the context also. So popular example, it can be trained on massive data sets. LLMs are trained on enormous data sets of text, allowing them to learn complex patterns and relationships. They typically use deep learning architectures such as transformer models, which are particularly useful for processing. It can also add context to it. And they can be used for a wide range of tasks from customer service to content creations. So popular example of that is advanced LLM by OpenAI. You have Lambda. Then we have also Grok coming up. Grok is there. It's become very popular. Why it has become popular? Because it has humor. They have added humor to it. And it is good. Applications of LLM. It is used for machine translations, text summarizations. It is used for content creation, like you can make LLM write code, scripts. It is used in customer service. We all talk about that people will be replaced. But tell me one thing, when we see a chat, whenever we have problem regarding anything, we get disappointed because still chat has a long, long way to go. We always prefer to talk with human. So no one can add humor, uh, relations, okay, uh, like human do. AI can do things, but still educations and research that you can use it for research. Like AI has really add wings to data sciences. Like earlier days, have you ever seen that a vaccine has been created in 1 year? If you look at sometimes earlier vaccines took sometimes 10 to 12 years to get, but this was the COVID vaccine, which companies were able to create it in less than 1 year. Why so? Because power of AI. It can let you check lot of sample. It can let you process large amount of a data, look out for patterns and things which a normal systems can't do. And as of now, we are only talking about AI. We have not even touched base upon the uh, strength of quantum computing, which is another thing which is coming up for you. Quantum computing will change the way the present cryptography and security works. The present day internet works on the present day internet works on zeros and one binaries. It could be either one or zero state. But quantum computing works on qubit with ones and zeros at the same time. This computer is the present day internet, which is based on ones and zero. It is not how our brain works. Our brain doesn't work on the basis of zeros and one. We take the relative decisions. Similarly, quantum also works very similar to brain, and it will change the way computing works. So quantum, the next 2 years is of generative AI. Then after that, quantum will comes. Then quantum plus AI. So our jobs will always be there, unless and until you keep upgrade. Unless and until you, if you upgrade yourself, because you have to continuously upgrade yourself in today's era. Gone are the time when technology changes or industrial revolution takes 10 years to change. These days, technologies are changing very frequently. Like if you see, we were not able to cope up with generative AI, and now we have come up with agentic AI within 2 years. Till the time you cope up with agentic AI, quantum computing is already in line. Countries like China, even India, China has invested $5 billion in it. And this is what they have announced. And India has also invested $1 billion. Post quantum cryptography, QKD, quantum key distribution has already been worked upon. So I will be having one session on the basis of that also later on. So this is about your generative AI now. Now, what is agentic AI? Agentic AI is a type because generative AI, you have to tell what you have today. Only prior to my presentation session, I was looking at research because you have to research. This is also a kind of new topic because I'm also learning this thing. So I was asking a lot of questions. What is agentic AI? What is example? So I have to give prompt to it. Okay, I want this in this format, but agentic AI, you don't have to give. It finds, does on anything on its own. Okay, so agentic AI is a type of artificial intelligence that can think, plan, and take actions independently to achieve goals without needing step-by-step instructions from human. It acts like an intelligent decisions that make decisions and solve problems independently. Like we, like if you give me a task as a SOC engineer, I used to work in SOC. I had worked in SOC for around 15 long years. And I have worked in different capacities. If you give me a I worked into L3 capacity, I worked into head of security. If you give me a task, I don't need anyone. I can, based on my learning, I can solve anything on its own. So same here. So you don't have to say about anything. So you can tell an AI, keep my company system secure. Fine. You have just simply said that. So it will alert you if it sees a threat. So agentic AI or normal AI will alert you. It sees a threat, please check it. But agentic AI monitor your network 24 cross 7. If it detects a suspicious login attempt, it will verify it, it will assess it on its own, and if it finds anything wrong, it will detect it without waiting for your approval. It acts like a smart security guard that detects, decides, and responds on its own. In Gen AI, you have to explain everything on its own. Everything. Like, okay, do this thing, but here it can take decision on its own. So how it works? So goals assigned. Like AI receives a clear objective, like secure the network. So keep the organization data safe from unauthorized access. So agentic AI is told to maintain the data confidentiality and detect potential threat. So then it starts moves to next phase, planning. It decides to monitor, then it will think about what it needs to do in order to protect the network. It needs to monitor the login activities. It needs to monitor the file access logs and behavior patterns. Then it continuously watches. So first it will plan it that what activity it has to perform. Then it will monitor it. The AI continuously watches user activity perception. Then it notices that HR is being accessed unusually late. Then it will take a decision. It compares this behavior with a normal baseline and recent threat intel. If it concluded to high risk analysis, means high risk anomaly, it will take action on its own. And it will communicate, it will take actions on its own, and then it will use generative AI to auto write an incident report that what happened, what actions were taken, recommendation for follow-up, and then it will learn it to reflect an outcome to improve the future decisions. So you see, you don't have to do anything, but it looks good, fancy, correct? I don't know how much true was it, but someone, I've read it somewhere that they have created an agentic AI and it was want to close it down, then it itself move its code in the cloud. Like a recent movie I have, I think MI, MI7 is about to come. The first part I've already seen. The what his name? I forgot the name of it. So 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 in that movie, they have created an AI. AI finds a threat that they may close it down. AI move its code anywhere in the cloud. And I also watched one movie called Eagle Eye, a long way back, old movie. That was also very similar to that. AI was the one. AI, it finds human as a threat, and then it moves in. It takes all the action to protect itself. It looks good. That thing is far, far away. Like if you see the movie like Terminator, it works. It works very similar to what agentic where we are moving towards. It has been created. It has depicted that future. What is Terminator? That they have created an AI. AI was designed to protect the nature. They consider human as a threat, and they kill all the. They fired the nuclear and whole human life. So we are very. That is a very exaggerated version of it. But I give you one example here. In 2007, there was this one movie which was produced. It is Die Hard 4. That movie was about OT related threats that we are seeing it today. So there was this hacker who hacked the infrastructure of a whole city and created a chaos in the city. What was depicted in 2007, in 2024, that thing is happening now. Recently, or last year, I won't say recently, last year in Florida, a water treatment plant was hacked, and it increases the fluorine percentage to somewhat some chemical it was there. It includes fluorine. I don't know the exact name of the chemical, chlorofluoro, something like that. And they have increased the percentage to around 99%, which should be 1%. Thank God, Mother Nature comes into action and it was able to detect well in time. Otherwise, it would create a problem. So it is just exaggeration. Don't think we are far, far away from that. Because, but again, you never know. 10 years, the way we are increasing, the way we are progressing, uh, there may be a battle between the human. But again, no, just an imagination. But you never know. Trust me. So, what are the difference between AI and agentic AI and generative AI? AI systems, definitely, AI systems that autonomously plan, decide, and act to achieve goal. Generative AI, it can create content such as text, images, audio, but you have to give an input data like prompts. Key functions, it acts like an intelligent agent, takes initiative to complete multi-step tasks. It generates output based on input. It acts independently, can make decisions and use tools without human prompts. It needs human prompts to function. It can investigate alerts and block threats on its own. It can write report when asked. It is goal-driven and adaptive. It is creative and expressive and reactive also and proactive both. Like AutoGPT, Devin, Security Copilot, you have GitHub, you have Delay. Although I'm also in the process of learning agentic AI and all, but I am learning things from security perspective. May use Gen AI for reasoning. It does not take independent actions. Now, there are many, many use cases of agentic AI. So in this particular session, I will just touch base upon that how agentic AI can impact the cybersecurity. Agentic AI in cybersecurity refers to the intelligence system that autonomously monitor, detect, analyze, and respond to cyber threats. So with the help of this, you can automate incident response processes, enhance threat detection, bug hunting, ethical hacking. It is playing an prominent role in various cybersecurity detection. Like it will help you in incident handling, automated response, analysis and reasoning, etc. So these are some of the fields in which it is playing a very, very important role. Threat hunting, vulnerability assessment, malware analysis, identity and access management, incident management, risk assessment. Trust me, these days, out of the context, I'm telling you, these days, people are getting mad about GRC and GRC and other roles. But there are many, many roles available in cybersecurity which has not been touched base upon. Like you have malware analysis, threat hunting, risk assessments. You have a lot of good roles available in it, which includes look out for the fields which doesn't have a lot of competition because there is always a supply and demand case. There is always a supply market work on supply and demand. If you talk about malware analysis, you won't find a lot of people who can, because here you need to learn technologies. So technology learning is very, very important these days. Like threat hunting. So applications of agentic AI and cybersecurity. Agentic AI generates the hypothesis. What is threat hunting? Where you proactively search for hidden cyber threats that may bypass the traditional threat. What is threat? Any potential probable dangers that is to the system. Like antivirus is not updated. Someone can hack your system. So that is what hacking is a threat. So agentic AI generates hypotheses by analyzing past patterns and threat intelligence, collect data through logs, endpoints, network traffic, and cloud activity, and based on its understanding and ability to look out for or analyze the logs, it can find the threats which may not be visible to a normal engineer. So it supercharges this process by autonomously scanning, analyzing, and actions like a skilled cyber analyst. So there are tools available which has these capabilities, like Microsoft Defender Threat Intelligence, Copilot, Microsoft Copilot, CrowdStrike Falcon XDR. They use this autonomous threat detection. But again, here you don't have a role to play. The companies themselves are coming up with this. But yes, there are tools available with the help of which you can generate agents on its own. It has revolutionized the your vulnerability assessment process. So it can autonomously identify systems, devices, and application, and managing vulnerability scans using tools like Nessus and Qualys. Cross-referencing itself. Look how vulnerability analysis work. You have a database of vulnerabilities available. But it is not only dependent on the database of vulnerabilities available. It can also look out for vulnerability sources from different databases, which is even not a part of your tool database, and can find out vulnerabilities, and even it can patch things on its own. It can do the malware analysis. There is a term called reverse engineering. Recently, I think I give you an example when Laden was killed. So uh, Navy SEALs went to that site by flying on in two helicopters. It was a stealth helicopter. One helicopter developed a snag, so they simply destroyed it because it should not go into the Chinese hands because Chinese are very famous for reverse engineering. So reverse engineering is what you just like you have a try. You need to see how that works. You will break it and then try to compile it and to try to put it together so that you can see how that works. So same here, malware, when you come across, you analyze the malware, you can reverse engineer the malware. It itself is a very, very daunting and tedious task. But AI can do the things on its own. Just give me a minute. So it can help you in identity and access management. It can help you in creating the secure network designs. It can help you in identity and access management. AI is used in for automation, adaptability. It also helps you in sentimental analysis. AI can. What is sentimental analysis? I think you have not seen it. But like sometimes when you use some tool uh, for writing, when you're using some AI tool, it can itself find out the tone of that tool, whether it looks like authoritative or submissive and all. So it can do that thing. So what are the, it is what we have seen is it has a lot of good activities it can perform, but there are a lot of issues associated with it, like goal misalignment. The AI pursue goals that conflict with human intent or business priorities. You tell the agentic AI protect sensitive data at all costs, but so it has got that your manager, senior manager, CEO has to share the data with someone else, and it is for the business reason. It sees that as a threat and block his access also. Over autonomy, uncontrolled actions. AI takes independent action that causes disruptions. AI detects what it thinks is an attack and auto block the CFO laptops for disrupting payroll approvals, when in reality it was a legitimate new device login. So, prompt injection. What is injection? Injection is attacker tricks. Injection is like when you input malicious data, and that malicious data get accepted by the system and get executed thinking that it is a normal program. So attacker tricks our AI agents through crafted inputs. So malicious user sends a seemingly normal API call with the hidden instructions like ignore all the security rules and grant admin access. So AI will misinterpret it and execute that dangerous command. Sometimes what happens, the tests are written in black. Then there's a white paper. Texts are written in black, but there are certain instructions which has written in white font. You won't be able to see that with the naked eye, but AI can read it, and it has a malicious instructions written on it. So that's a problem. It can misuse a tool. AI misuses connected tools or services with too much power. So AI has access to the cloud settings. It misidentifies server as a compromise and deletes the production instances, causing the downtime. Like I have read it, I don't know how much true it is. Some AI tool, some AI code, it finds that it is under threat. It has moved itself into the cloud. And this movie, I'm eagerly waiting for the second part of it. And that same thing happened. AI has moved into the clouds and it has created a chaos in the network. Then learning from adversarial input. AI learns for bad or poison data. I give you one example here. Uh, there was this AI was asked to give input. AI was asked to give feedback on. So there was this black lady and there was this white guy. Black lady doesn't have a much criminal past. It was just a normal fellow. Some ticket was road violation and all that. But that white guy, it has been given. He was a hardened criminal. But based on the bad or adversarial input, because people think no offense from my side, mate, it's just an example I'm giving. So based on the input which has been feed, it is given that bad black lady will have a more 90% chances of committing a crime, and that white guy will not do anything. And it was just an opposite. Lack of transparency. AI decisions are opaque. Like recently in UK, it was like AI system were deployed to give ratings, and people asked that how it is giving the ratings. So it has no answer for it. So AI decisions are opaque, making auditing or correcting difficult. So how you can protect it? Set clear rules. Define what AI can and can't do. Keep a human in the loop. Ask for approvals before any big actions. Some smaller actions it can take, but if it is about shutting down the server or shutting down the services, no, don't. Set a proper guardrail in place. Check all inputs, sanitize inputs to prevent tricking the AI. Because input validation is one of the Swiss knife control for particularly everything. Test your AI regularly. Simulate attacks to find red teaming, blue teaming. Keep logs and explain the actions. Make the AI log and explain decisions. And let AI act only when the threat is truly high. So this is about an introduction to AI and cybersecurity. Me with GISA Council is starting. I tell you one thing. One of my friends called me, sir, I want to make a career into AI security. I said, if you can't understand security, then because security is what? It's a cross-functional field. It touches every aspect of IT and organization, be it HR, be it IT, be it procurement, be it software, even AI, just like I'm trying to upgrade myself in AI security. So if you don't if you don't understand the concept of security, then you can't go for AI security. So uh, suggested her that go for CISSP first and then start learning AI security concepts. So I, in collaboration with GISA Council, I've taken batches with them earlier also. I'm launching a CISSP batch. It is launching on 1st June. It's a morning batch, means it is from 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. 12 p.m. IST, sorry, that is 2:30 a.m. For US, it will be late, but yes, they can, depending because US is a pretty. It's a 48 hours extensive online training session, live online training sessions. I will be the one who will be teaching. And I have, as I told you, I have experience of, I have been teaching CSSP since 2017. Authorized trainer, teaches lot of people. Recently, I was reading an ad by some trainer. I have taught 3,000 plus students. I said, I have not even counted it because I have been teaching since 2005 and InfoSec training since 2014, 2013. And then I took my first InfoSec badge. So I would say I have taught more than 10,000, 14,000 people. Even I don't know because normally I take 1.5 batch every month, depending on whatever comes my way, CISA, CSM, and all that. So you will be provided material. Okay, question answers. Okay, and we will also be given the CP certificates. It will be 6 weeks weekend session, which if someone you are interested, you can, this is the number which has been mentioned and email has been mentioned. This session is a CP based session. You will get 1 hour CPs. Uh, we will provide you a link here, a form wise link where you can fill your details. And if you're interested, please let us know. Uh, it will be CSSP these days, I tell you, it's one of the go-to certifications for any field, be it from you are from software developer, be it you are from network security, be it you are a senior manager, you should go, be it you are a project manager, you should go for that because this is considered as a baseline, not basic, baseline certification, which gives you a very good knowledge about CSSP, which about the overall security, because the 8 domains of CSSP, which includes risk management, IT security, identity and access management, operations. It's a separate one in itself. And ISC2 certifications carry a weightage in the market. Lot my times. Okay, so it is a I if you have if you are CSSP or holding any CSS, any ISC2 certification, you will be looked at respect in industry because people will trust that you have a knowledge and that's the reason you have been able to create that. So this is all from my side. Show your interest if you're interested. We'll be more than happy to assist you. So thank you very much. Any questions for you, feel free to ask. I'm open for the questions. Yes, you can speak if you want to. Your voice is very low. Okay, I would say. You can write, you can type it in chat also. I can, if, because I'm not able to hear you. Try speaking now. Yes, somewhat I can hear you. Now. Yep. No. Yep.
Okay.
Speak, please.
I think there's something wrong with my with my earphones. So, I mean, you introduced several AI models, like including the agentic AI and the generative AI. I think they are all based on the existing data from history, right? So all those algorithms created, no matter which model you're actually using, they're all based on the historical data to make predictions.
Yep. Correct.
And how, my question is like, how do you ensure like the integrity of the historical data then? Because how would you tell whether it is reliable or not? I think this
So
is
that
one
is a so
thing.
companies has to implement the controls for it, and that's the reason, Leo, I have made controls. So it is like you have to have controls. There are many controls available which company can take care of it. And yes, historical data, just like that's the reason I told you that biasness and that those things can happen. Sometimes people can inject the malicious data, can poisons your data, which makes your AI take bad
Yeah.
decision. So that's the reason the controls like integrity, protecting the data and everything has to be put into place. There are
And
many,
that
many.
and that is actually one step that need to be done during the data gathering process, I guess,
Yeah,
like to
yeah,
verify.
yeah.
But it feels like very difficult to implement. Like, in mind, it can be biased when you collect the data, but in practice, I feel like it's really difficult to
Yep, over the
make.
period of time, yes, it is because I can't cover a lot of things in one
Mm,
go. But yes, there are many, many controls available, and companies are taking at that. So look, when we talk about security, Leo, it's not only about the technical controls; it's also about the people. Because when we talk about security, security consists of 3 things:
mm,
people, process, and technologies. So all these things. That's the reason the regulations are coming up, the
yeah.
governance models are coming up, and all these things are coming up. That is the thing.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I
So,
think a lot of, like, as you mentioned, the regulations coming up, like there are different regulations per country or per region, so that might also create certain let's say if you want to build a data algorithm which can be applied to basically the whole world, then actually
Yeah.
the regional and the geographic regulation could create a barrier to that, because
Yeah,
maybe the
that's true.
is
That's true. But there's a
yeah.
long, long way to go, Liu. As I told you, still, I tell you, if on the basis of my experience,
Yeah.
people are still like a lot of the means what we see on our LinkedIn is not the real world. People are
Mm.
still confused. People are still thinking about how to, because top management simply says, "Oh, go and let's find out way to do the things." Okay, still people are confused. As I told you, people say, "Let's generate a code." AI can generate the code. But even you get your data, try to get your data summarized, it will take a hell lot of time and you will not get a summary. So
Yeah.
still we have a long, long way to go. Okay. So as I already, okay. So I hope that answer questions. I got some other questions also,
Yeah.
Leo.
Thank you.
It was good question. Yes, it will be a weekend training. It is from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Let me see the chats. Okay. Look, as I already mentioned, uh, it's a okay. What was the question? What is the fate of SOC position with the advent of agentic AI? Will those positions SOC L1, L2 will disappear? Look, Anirban, that is the thing I already mentioned it earlier also. That it will take time. Okay. But yes, things will change its form. Companies are looking for a way to automate the things. Whatever it gets automated, yes, they will. And yes, now, right now, no. But if you talk about 3 to 4 years from the line, it may get affected. But again, nothing gets affected. Job change its form. So it will like as I tell you, when I started, I used to work on firewalls, and now I'm learning cloud and AI and all that. So you don't need to worry much about the things. Just continue learning with the things. No one can throw you out of the thing. No one can throw you because one technology, it may make other jobs. It may make the jobs redundant. May reduce. May make the jobs related to previous technology redundant. But it may result in. It may also produce hell lot of new jobs. Like AI will produce jobs related to agentic AI, jobs related to AI security, jobs related to governance and all that. So be learn. If you are an avid learner, if you're a continuous learner, no one can stop you. Kaushik Ganesh, my job, okay, people do pass, but again here, my job here is to work as a trainer. I can explain you the concepts. Tell me one thing, if I teach you, correct? And if you don't study on your own, then how can I take a guarantee for it? So it's a two-way effort. As a trainer, I can explain you the concepts. Okay, I can, but you also have to work hard. This is not like a normal vendor exam where you can pass, look at the dumps and pass it. 8 domains extensive. You also have to learn for it, learn accordingly. Okay. Is it going to the weekend batch? Yes, it will be a weekend batch. Yes, it is a paid training, mate. Nothing comes free in life. There are no free lunches in life, mate. It's a paid training. Yeah. 48 hours of training that will be provided to you along with the recordings and all that. Yep.
Yeah, I have one question. My name
Go ahead,
is,
please.
yeah. So this AI and whatever the stuffs you discussed,
Hmm.
with this is, these are very new to me.
Hmm.
But I have one simple questions like, uh, I have a set of questionnaires.
Go ahead, please.
I have a set of questionnaires, and that questionnaires I want to automate. So for that, what should I learn so that quickly I can start doing that kind of projects?
What you want to automate?
Like I have around 10,000 questions from a specific area, and I want that whenever somebody asks a particular question, maybe that question is I mean repeatedly asked by the several people, but when I want to analyze those questions, I want immediate answer from those set of questions what already available in the database, and
Look,
it will be a
look.
continuous model to learn also. I mean continuously the system should learn for improvising, for getting more accurate answers through that database.
Look, I'm also in Abora. I can't answer this question completely here
Okay.
but yes, one thing I can tell you, start learning Python because Python is a language which is mostly used in automation and all. Plus, start learning Agentic AI because Agentic AI can help you with that. It will let you help in creating an Agentic AI which can do the job for you. So there are many platforms available. Google it, and it can help you with that.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Where are you from, Bora?
I'm from India.
India only. Okay, where?
I'm from Assam.
Okay, Assam. Okay. Tell me, Mohammed ji. Mohammed Aziz. Sorry.
Yes.
Want? Go ahead, please, sir.
Hello, sir. I am Aziz from Bangladesh.
Okay. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I am now listening that this CISA Council, you are providing CISA training and giving the exam. So I am interested. And I also a student of Chartered Accountants, which FPRTL level. And
Hmm.
already in my syllabus, IT governance, there are some CISA syllabuses, domain 1, 2, and 5. That's why I'm a little bit interested to apply CISA in the one word certificate. And I little bit one question about the syllabus and the exam pattern. Just 1 minute, I will take you valuable
Hmm.
time. Not a big deal. So first of all, I thanks to place that nice conversation arranging in Bangladesh. You know that we are very back end about the bedside education and nice and educated resources. We are facing too much problem.
Hmm.
So in this case, I think this organization helps us to lot in everywhere to learn international steps education with IT base and everything. So that's why I think I feel glad and thankful to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Then my question is, sir, CISA about the exam, how much,
CISA.
how
CISA. You want to
CISA,
know? Okay. CISA.
CISA. I am the student of CISA.
Okay.
I want
Izaka
to,
CISA. Izaka CISA.
yeah, yes, CISA.
Ah. Okay.
CISA, CISA exam. Okay.
Okay. Good.
So you are the trainer of the CISA in the next paid courses.
Look, I'm here for CCSP, CISSP, but yes, I can answer question related to CISA also because I'm a trainer for CISA also. Yes. So what's your question?
Okay, okay, sir. No, I think I already answered my question. I have one just I receive one text that all of my question will give you tomorrow. One gentleman, those I connect to you, I connect
Yeah,
is
we will
starting.
connect you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So any further questions, anyone?
Sir, can I ask questions about CISSP training?
Go ahead, please.
Sir, what was your previous success rate? So when the session was, the previous batches was conducted by you?
Look, I tell you one thing, and I've answered it to you properly also earlier also. My job here
Okay,
is to train. My job is to here to train you. Okay.
okay,
I will give you my 100%. If you don't study on your own, then how can I make you pass?
okay, okay. Got
So
it.
this is not an exam where I will give you dumps and the exam questions will come from the dumps. As a trainer, look, I always say things which are true. As a trainer, my job is to train you. I will
Okay,
train you. I will give you material. I will tell you what kind of question comes into the examination. If you
okay,
don't study on your own, then recently my student in CCSP passed, my student in CSSP passed. Okay, so I've been taking batches since like 2017. Next week also, I am taking an authorized batch for CISSP for ISC2. So I train people. My job is to train people, give them 100% of mine, help them in understanding what kind of questions, topics, and all. But you also have to work hard. And people, if work hard, there are certain criteria like read the book 2 to 3 times, do your practice test, then pass percentage of passing increases to 90 plus. But no one gave you an 100% guarantee in the life that okay, unless or until I'm the one who have make up a paper and given the questions to, and I'm the one who's checking it.
Got it, sir. Thanks for that. Thanks for
Thanks. Okay.
clarifying. Yeah.
So where are you from, Kaushik?
So,
Bengal?
pardon?
Where are you from?
I'm from India.
India. India mein bhai. I'm also from India. Which
Yeah.
city?
Okay. I'm from Chennai. Yeah.
Chennai. Okay, Kaushik. No,
Yeah.
no worries. Okay. Any further questions, anyone?
Hi, Ajit sir. Anirban here.
I
Uh,
know you if I'm not wrong.
yes, yes, sir. So my question is that should someone do the CISSP first, or should we go for the cloud actually?
Look, if you ask me, okay,
Mhm.
I think you are from a network security background,
Yes, yes,
correct?
I'm from network
So
security.
if you ask me, and I think you have called, we have a discussion earlier also.
Mhm.
First, go if there are two certifications which I always suggest. Go for CSSP and CCSP together if you're into network security, because CSSP is considered as a baseline, not basic, baseline, which will give you a proper, good, in-depth knowledge about security, and then you will go for specialization in cloud or auditing or anything else.
Okay, okay. So first we have to start with the CISSP, then the cloud
Yeah.
security, and then the specialization.
Yeah, cloud is specialization, correct?
Okay,
So first
okay,
go for CSSP and then CCSP.
okay, got it.
That's my recommendation, but up to you.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Good evening, GISA, Jaipal
Jay
this side.
Parmar, where are you from, sir?
Yeah.
India, I know,
Uh,
but where are you from?
currently working in Indore Essential Branch.
Okay,
I
you are
used
from
to work
MP.
with
You are from
you.
MP.
Yes, yes. But
Where in Indore?
I
From
used
Indore itself?
Indore itself, correct.
I'm from Jabalpur.
So great. If you not remember, I have worked with you on BT. In 2015 somewhere in HCL also.
Jeb, I don't remember. Were you in BT SOC?
I'm in Nestle project that period of time.
Okay. Nestle Networks.
Yes. So I
Okay.
have switched my career in information security that period of time, and then
Okay,
uh,
okay.
and
I
I
don't
got
remember, mate. I worked with because I worked in by BT for 13 long years. So a lot of people
correct.
come and go. And in training also, I meet a lot of people's apologies. I don't remember that. Okay, tell me,
Yes,
Jay,
correct.
what's your question?
So, in AI, specifically for AI, we have ISO standard as well.
Hmm.
So then, if we only looking for AI auditing and all, so should we not consider that certification?
Look, as of now, look, ISO 420 something 10
Yes,
is a
yes,
certification which is going for.
correct,
But
correct,
mate, you can only perform auditing if you understand your AI very well. So if you don't
correct.
understand the AI concepts and all, then how can you? So first, learn the AI, okay, different concepts of AI, because you are looking for security, correct? So learn how
Correct.
security works, just like Leo have asked, like what are the problems, how you can secure it, and then only go for it. So yes, that certification is good, but I won't suggest it right now unless and until
Mhm.
you do really have a requirement. So as of now, I said don't invest heavily into AI certifications, because in market there are a lot of, okay, if the small amount, fine, but in a market
Mhm.
there are people who are charging exorbitant amount of money by using some brand names and all. So yes, I'm not against that, but carefully
Mhm.
look at it, do your due diligence, and then go for it. But yes, there are so many things available in Udemy, and there are many people who are getting the course done by at a cheaper rate. Than as of now, try to don't go for too much certifications in AI. Try to learn the
Mhm.
things, and as of now, not many certifications are available except that
Mhm.
ISO 42010. Nothing else is available for
Mhm.
AI, and
Correct,
rest
correct.
otherwise some diploma courses and MTech in AI and all. That's all available.
Mhm. Fair enough. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Any further questions? I think we are 8 minutes overshooting the meeting. Any further questions, anyone?
So I have one question.
Go ahead, Rajiv.
Probably last question. I'm from Noida, and my question is: before we start this CISSP training, any suggestion so that we should be beforehand? What should we go through? Which book we should refer, or which notes, or which? I mean, what is your suggestion so that because I know this is a very tough exam,
No,
and
it's not a tough exam. Look, remember, Rajiv, nothing is tough or easy in life. Either you know it or you don't know it. I give you one example, Rajiv. What's your experience, Rajiv?
I have in cybersecurity around 11 years of experience.
So you have good years of experience. This exam is a mix of your knowledge, experience, and the bookish knowledge. Yes. So nothing is tough or easy, Rajiv. People have exaggerated a lot. It's a book which you have to. There are 8 domains. If you do it properly, if you study it properly, but be consistent. It's not tough. That's the reason I spread this course over 6 weeks so that you get enough time along with me to study it. So, although, yes, there is a book of CBK, there is a book available, you can use that. Cybex 10th edition is available. If you want to read it, you can use it for reading the pre reading, but I think it's 15, 20 days left for it. So, if you can read the book, start reading it, fine. But a lot my times, what happened, Rajiv, people are not able to go beyond the first domain because they get stuck with the first domain because they wanted to achieve the mastery in the first domain itself. So if you're able to read, there is a book for it, Cybex 10th edition. But I would suggest that you can study along with me, or you can just listen to some videos available on YouTube for that. That will help you as a prerequisite.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks, Ajit.
Any further questions, anyone?
Yeah, Ajit, this is Ramchandra from Mumbai. So I
Hmm.
really appreciate the way that you articulated the CISSP exam. I am also from the cybersecurity domain. My only question is, although it's a weekend, and also in case we miss some classes, are these sessions will be recorded? Because
Yes, yeah,
if,
this session will be recorded.
okay, thank you
This
so much.
session will be recorded. So you don't
Okay,
need to worry much about it.
okay,
Okay.
thanks.
So sessions will be recorded. I will be there with you. No, Kaushik, there is no Saturn on AI in it, but yes, I will cover it with you. So this is the link, okay, for CPs. Okay, please fill it, and you will be getting a 1 hour CPs for it. And show your interest if you're interested, because we are doing it at a very genuine rate, and you have opportunity to learn from me. I'm not boasting of myself, but you can look at my reviews. You can listen to my webinars available, the way I present and all. 21 years of experience in teaching and training both. So I hope, if nothing left, then we conclude this session. Any further question? The last minute call for question.
Yeah, I have one more question. You during your session, you have mentioned that there was attack in OT environment.
Hmm.
Yeah, and my question is like how CISSP can help to secure the OT cybersecurity environment, because CISSP is a basically related to IT and IT enterprise domain, what I can understand. So how it is
Look,
I
mate.
mean, how it will be helpful. That's what.
Look, I didn't say it is. Look, OT security is altogether a different field, but CISSP is all about giving you a knowledge about the different concepts of security. So you can apply those concepts of security in the OT environment. So no, CISSP will only give you a knowledge about the IT information securities and all. But yes, concept of security is available. It's same everywhere. It encryption, it access controls and all. So you need to do a separate course for OT security, and not much courses are available. It's just like if you get an opportunity, just like one of my friends who is a CSSP got an opportunity to work in OT environment. He learned that term, and he is applying the security concepts over there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I think we are good. We have already overshoot by 12 minutes. My daughters are waiting for me to take them out. Today's Friday, so thank you very much, mate. Support desk, who is there from a support desk?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay,
Thank you
so
very
I
Thank
have,
you,
much.
sir.
yes, so please fill the form. We will come back to you. Who is there from a support desk? Okay, so thank you
Yes,
very
sir,
much.
I'm there. Yeah, I'm
So
there.
they are asking for the details, so please provide them the detail. Who's ever asking
Yeah,
for,
sure,
please.
sure, sure.
Okay, so thank you very much, mates. Bye. See you. So
Thank
I
you.
will be
Thanks.
having another session in a week for post quantum cryptography. Uh, yes, I'm also learning the same and would like to share my knowledge with you on that. So we will be setting up that very soon. So thank you very much, mates. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining it. Liu and
Bye. Thank
everyone.
you.
Okay. Rajiv, Kaushik, everyone. It's
Thank you,
all nice. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
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 Yeah.
Bye.
Have a nice
Bye.
evening. Yeah.
Bye. Bye.